Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my Ancestors tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on how you can lose a spontaneous genetic mutation if you are not careful. So to complete your understanding of spontaneous genetic mutations, I've shown several times how you can get them. Now I want to show how you can lose them. And you don't want to lose them unless they're not very important, because there are situations where you want to gain better spontaneous mutations, so you'll sacrifice a non-crucial spontaneous genetic mutation. In other words, it's not as important to you as other ones you want to try and get first, because it will come back around again in a future generation birth. So don't worry about. So the one I'm going to demonstrate losing is this omnivore, which is with my current adult male who I'm playing at the moment. He's coupled with Beck, but he has the spontaneous genetic mutation of omnivore, and so I want to demonstrate how you can lose this out of your genetic tree. So if I lie down and go into the evolution, you will see here it is here, and I've already progressed the generation once to save time on this episode, and so you can see it's got the little glitter around it, glitter effect, meaning that it's they're at the adult stage. So now I'm going to need to move forwards a generation to make him an elder. Then I'm going to need to move forwards one more generation to demonstrate losing this genetic spontaneous genetic mutation. But you see what I can do now. I've got 6 babies there. None of them that have been born has a spontaneous genetic mutation. So basically I'm going to re-roll the dice. By losing that one that I've got, give myself ample opportunity to get more. So I'm going to need to, now that I've done the babies, I can evolve. Well, not evolve, I can move on a generation. So let's change generations. Beck will now be an elder. Let's skip this. Okay, so if we take a look, Muck. What a name, hey? Muck. Quite a good name actually. Anyway, so he's now an elder. So when I pass a generation again, you're going to notice that the omnivore this has gone. Right, before that though, I need to make 6 more babies. What I'll do is pause it, make the babies, and then unpause. Back in a sec. Right, okay, welcome back. So I've had 6 more babies. None of them have spontaneous genetic mutations. So what I'm going to do is pass another generation. I'm currently on Muck, who has the omnivore spontaneous mutation, and he's an elder. So what I'm gonna demonstrate here is how you can lose the spontaneous genetic mutations if they die. So he's an elder, and here it is, it's an omnivore. So I'm going to pass the generation, and that won't be there anymore, as you're going to see. Well, should see. Let's see. So, you can't be an elder and pass a generation. You have to be in an adult, because they're going to be dead. So once you pass the generation, that's why you start in an adult form. So evolution, generation, pass the generation. Skip that. Right, now, so there's the clan members are dead, and if I lie down and check the evolution, it's gone, you see, because the muck was an elder, and I moved on a generation, and he died. And because I didn't evolve whilst he was alive, I lost that spontaneous genetic mutation. So that's how it works. That is why you get as many as you can before they die as elders. So you get as many as you can, and when they're at the elder stage, then you have to evolve, otherwise you lose them. Right, okay, so there's that explained, and hopefully that was explained straightforward enough. Now I think I've made about 8 beds. I'm not sure if I have. There's lots of corpses building up. Remember, when I evolve and go to a new settlement, there won't be any corpses. And when I evolve at another settlement and it spawns me back at this settlement, these corpses will all be gone. So every time you evolve and it changes your settlement, there won't be any corpses there, because it can get a bit cluttered, you see. So eventually you do want the game to put you in another settlement, otherwise you won't be able to do anything, because there'll be corpses everywhere. Right, okay, so that's explained. Something to mention about when you evolve, which is important for you to know. When you do an evolution, 1 to 2 saber-tooth tigers will then spawn. So every time you do an evolution, 1 to 2 saber-tooth tigers will spawn. They will not be together. They will be roaming the jungle on their own, so there won't be 2 of them, there'll only be 1, but they will start wandering the jungle and stalking you and jump you just at the wrong time. So now what I want to demonstrate in this episode is killing off this elder female, because remember I said previously I wanted to try and start doing episodes where we see a different death. So here's going to be the first death from a saber-tooth. Because I've evolved, passed on a generation and evolved, the saber-tooth will now be spawning. So the way I would like to die in this episode is via the saber-tooth. An interesting fact here would be, if a saber-tooth attacked me here and I hit it with a rock, and then successfully hit it with the rock, it would run away from me, because it's a low probability that I would kill it. But if I did the attack here and it run away from me and it run in that direction, it will become stuck on that rock just ahead of me. There's no way for it to get away. So that's a great way for training your dodging and your fighting. Get a saber-tooth or another aggressive creature stuck on a rock, and then you can train to your heart's content with your dodge, or you can simply kill it. So that is definitely a pro tip. Providing you are near a river and there's a rock like that on its own in the middle of the river, the creature, when it runs away from you, if it runs in the direction of the rocks, it will get stuck on the second rock and become easy prey for you. But anyway, we want to die as from a saber-tooth. Now these snails, I'm not going to inspect or do anything with them. I'll save that for another episode. For now, we just simply want to die. And this is also reaffirming and showing you that death is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You want to keep passing generations to get more babies, to get more spontaneous genetic mutations, and the only way you can do that is through passing generations. So you can kill off all of the elders and all of all but one of the adults, because you need one. I don't want to die by boar. I don't even want to unlock the feet for boars. So, oh, here he is. Here's the Saber-Tooth. So he was prowling, but now I'll be able to die by him. So let's unlock the name. Where is he? He's going to be over here where the boars were. Probably still eating one of them. There he is. Prepared to die by Saber-Tooth. You're watching, I'm not dodging, I'm not fighting, I'm just dying. And there you go. That's getting eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. You know what? You'll fear them at first, but eventually you'll pass through that fear and see them as a great opportunity to train your skills. So you will want them to spawn, because eventually you'll be so powerful that when they spawn they're nothing more than a training dummy. Intimidation Power. Hold the B button to intimidate a threat when your emotive state is alert. Aggressors are intimidated by the perceived size of yourself or your group. So you could stand up and intimidate if you have the stand up ability. Intimidation, you aren't really going to do that much when you're on your own. It's really, that works best when you're got your clan following with you. Then it's easy to intimidate. So if there's about 3 or 4 of you minimum, then you start to intimidate. If you're on your own, it really won't succeed, the intimidation. Anyway, so there we go, died by a saber-tooth. I'll end this episode here. They aren't all going to be 30-minute episodes. If I've demonstrated something that I wanted to, then I'll simply end the episode there. There's so many things I want to show, and I want to segment them into different episodes so people don't get confused or overloaded. I can give them a subject, show them the subject, and then end the episode like so. So hopefully I will remember to die at the end of each episode now. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.